What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PNW POV surf channel. And yeah, unfortunately, no surf video today. I was kind of out chasing the dragon, going to several of the spots that are located where I live, but I just kept coming up short, so no video with that. However, I am going to address the shark incident that happened yesterday while my dad and I were out in the water. So the particular spot we were at probably breaks close to shore. Maybe we were 35 yards at the most from shore. One thing about this spot, though, last winter, a new basically channel has formed that goes into a bay. So there's lots of activity with fish. We've had a record year for salmon from what I've heard. And then we've also had unusual water temps, meaning warm. It's been like 58, 60 degrees in October. This is water temp, which is pretty unusual for the state of Washington. But yeah, so we were surfing. There was probably about a 10 or 15 minute lull between sets. So the water had kind of gone flat and we were just sitting there. And then about 25 yards further out than we saw a shark. I don't want to say breach. It didn't catch air or anything like that, but it was trying to get a seal. And so we saw the dorsal fin, the pectoral fins, and I can't remember what the tail fins are called, but it basically kind of came sideways out of the water and then back in. So no, I didn't see the belly as far as it being white, but my dad was thinking it was 15 feet. I would say it was at least 11, 12 feet, dark in color, tail was big. Absolutely not an orca, a sea lion, anything like that. I've been surfing in these waters for 15 years, grew up swimming in the Puget Sound. I've seen all kinds of wildlife out here. I would definitely know, if it was something else. But anyway, so we see the shark, and none of us are really like freaking out, adrenaline going. We just looked at each other and said like, yeah, that was a shark. Let's paddle in. We just paddled quickly, but not really like panicky style, into shore. And then we watched the shoreline forever. During this time, also all the seals in the water were like staying within like 5 feet from shore, which was really unusual, and just like hovering there. And we watched the water, and it never resurfaced, which is also more confirmation. No, it wasn't an orca or anything like that, because again, it doesn't need to come up to surface. Anyways, waited it out for like a half an hour, 20 minutes at the spot. And then, as silly as it sounds, like walked, basically north from that channel, like, 350 yards or so, and just watched some fun waves and decided, you know what, we got to paddle out. We got to get waves. I don't know. I mean, maybe it wasn't a great white shark, but I mean, I have seen a salmon shark one time while surfing in Oregon, and I mean, it wasn't spooky at all. It's not, it looks like a miniature great white, but it's really obvious it's not a great white. What we saw was definitely big. And then I guess the other thing to address about this situation, though, is if you're a Northwest surfer, this happens where locals will claim there's a shark out in the water. It's trying to get the visitors to not surf. I remember not where my wife and I live now, because now we live just a minute away from this particular surf spot, but when we were visiting Westport and she was filming, there is a local that came up to her and was like, oh, you see that shark? It was just story, but that's not what this is. It was 100% legitimate. We definitely saw a shark. Like I said, to me, it was at least 11 feet. My dad thought 15 from what we saw of it. We didn't see the face of the shark, though. Just the way it surfaced, we were able to see sorry about the hand, but trying to kind of show how it just sort of like, and then went down in, if you can picture that. But, I don't know. That's about it. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comment. Please subscribe, comment, share, ring the notification bell. I'm at 300 something. Obviously want to get to 1K, then the channel's monetized that way. Also, please follow me on Instagram, which is also PNWPOV Surfer. Later.